and today we're going to do a get ready with me video. I'm going to show you some products that I got for Christmas and around Christmas and stuff, after Christmas in some cases. I'm going to create a look and we're going to see how it goes. I'm also going to be talking a bit about my channel, where it's going, what's going on. The last 6 months have been kind of a disaster. I thought now's a good time to just sort of lay it out there. What are we going to be using? I got this adorable Too Faced sugar cookie palette. I tried finding this several places and it was sold out. Ulta must have had like a few they got back in stock. This palette is teeny tiny. It's smaller than the chocolate chip or sugar cookie palette, but it is gorgeous. Look at that. It's 8 pans, so there's 3 smaller ones and then these 2 on the side. And I just thought the colors in there were so pretty. And I love this packaging. It's like a little mini, it's like one of their big tin ones, because it is tin. It is not cardboard or anything like that. And it's got a gorgeous little mirror on it. Talk about like a great palette to travel with. Colors are super pretty. I'm excited to see what I can do with this. Another thing I got for Christmas was the Smashbox Contour and Spotlight palette. This was a mistake. Ulta accidentally sent me this and they were like, keep it. It is a great big palette with contour and highlight and stuff in there. Bronzer. I haven't really played with it much. And the mirror on this is phenomenal. I think there's enough in here to do a complete look. Let's watch this. These have names on them. The first color is this white shimmer. It is a gorgeous inner corner color. Okay, then we have milk chocolate, which is a really nice brown. I hope that you guys are going to be able to see these. And then half baked, which is a really pretty bronzy purpley color. And then tough cookie, which looks like a burnt cookie, I guess. Oh gosh, totally does too. It's like a brown, black color. And we have Butter and Love. Darn it, these shades, man, they're either super dark or super light because I don't think you can see that. It's the same color as my arm, basically. It's that color there. Then we have Fresh from the Oven. It's a shimmer in the pan. It didn't really look shimmery, but it is a shimmery warm brown. Then Cookie Pusher, which is a shimmery, like, raspberry color. I don't know if it's these shades because on my finger that looks really pretty, but when I swatch it, I'm having a hard time getting a decent swatch of that. And then Burnt to a Crisp, which is funny enough not as dark as the black one was. Oh, but holy crap, I just got that everywhere. This is a really nice matte brown. I hope these aren't as hard to work with as they were to swatch, because that was some crazy stuff right there. The palette itself is a very nice neutrally pretty palette. I'm just going to do kind of a pretty neutrally look, see how it goes. I'm going to take the Butter and Love color and just stick that all over my lid. I already have on primer. Today I have on the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is great. This palette smells so good. If you have this palette, don't let your toddler freaking near it. They're gonna eat it. I don't know if it's because I'm using a Wayne Goss brush here or what, but that went on really nicely, evenly, no problems. Now I'm going to take, milk and cookies right there, and I'm just gonna do my crease and outer corner with that. I have been struggling to upload videos. Like you'll notice my uploads went down a while back. They went super inconsistent. My views dropped off like crazy. I had stopped my makeup and murder videos, and I kind of thought that I was gonna try to do podcasts. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna start back doing the Makeup and Murder series. It's going to be in a slightly different format. The biggest complaint I got on those, well, other than the outright hate, like holy crap hate, the biggest complaint I got was from guys who didn't really like the makeup part of it. I can't really stop doing the makeup part of it unless I just don't do makeup at all in it. Not to mention, I think girls should have stuff like that if they want it, and they do. You know, if you're a guy and it's not for you, it's not for you. That's okay. But I didn't like the outright hate I was getting. And it wasn't a little, it was crazy. I had people threatening my children. Now I'm going to take Burnt to a Crisp, which is this really lovely dark brown here, which doesn't appear so dark in the pan, but man, when you put it on, it's intense. Oh, when you put it on the lid, it's not so bad as when I swatched it. Neutral palettes don't normally call to me, but this one is little and pretty, and I just really liked it. Taking just a clean blending brush, that's all this is, and I'm just gonna blend up here and around that corner. So I was getting a ton of really bad hate, and I tried blocking it a couple different ways, and I had them trying to hack into my Facebook account. They were going after me every way possible, and I still don't know why. Why? It's not like the information I was giving in those videos was over the top or crazy or anything. It was crazy to me. I wasn't expecting it, I guess. I expected maybe I get a little bit of harsh feedback over the whole deal, but I wasn't expecting that. This has no fallout that I can see. I'm gonna grab my I Love Color by Essence. This is a liquid eyeshadow my friend and fellow YouTuber sent me. Melissa, thank you. And I've really been loving this stuff. It's super great for all sorts of things. If you want to do a cut crease, this is awesome. I also use it after my primer to make my lids lighter in all one color for easier eyeshadow application. It does crease a little bit, but I bet this stuff is super inexpensive because it's by Essence. It's $35 maximum for this, and it's great. So I have my NYX glitter glue. This stuff is amazing. I'm just putting that over my lid, and it doesn't catch on that other eyeshadow or nothing. I'm gonna use Half Baked. I think that's what that one is. And I'm going to start putting this shimmer and pat it on. When you involve glitter glue, really your best bet is to use your fingers. Now that I have that brownie with purpley or the pink shift in it, I'm going to use the pink in the center. Okay, so this pink in here is just weird. It's swatched a shimmer and it has a little bit of sheen to it. It's not what I was expecting. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to bring it inward. And then I'm just going to go over the top of it with that other shimmer, the Fresh from the Oven color, that's a definite shimmer, and just give it a pinkier look. And that's a gorgeous color too. That pink is super pretty. It's just turned into a matte on me. Okay, and I'm just going to deepen up this over here on the edge a little bit, and then go back in and blendy, blendy, blendy. I'm going to need some more glitter glue because I definitely dried that all right out. So I'm just putting this on my inner corners. I do not know what's in that stuff. You can literally put some more of it over the top of the eyeshadow. Also, turns out really great. Wow. That white shade, Nom Nom Nom, loves that glitter glue. Holy crapola. That's gonna need some blending. So that looks like crap at the moment, right? Yeah, totally does. This is not going well. And it's mostly my fault. So I'm taking some more Fresh from the Oven, and I'm going over that white where I got it crazy white at. That totally looks amazing. Oh, that's so pretty. There's no real fallout from this. It's just that I was being super messy. I think eyeshadow looks tend to look best on me when I'm crazy messy. One of the things I got for Christmas was this Beauty Bakery flour, and it looks like this, just a white powder. I bought this before I got my Pretty Vulgar powder. I didn't even know I was getting that, and it got all my love. I haven't even tried this till now. This is super pretty under the eyes. But yeah, that sets down my powder really pretty, and my under eyes don't look like 100 years old. And you can make your own decision. Since this pink is super pretty, but definitely not what I was expecting, I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna do my under eye. The first time somebody put pink eyeshadow on me, I was 13. It was at school, so this happened in the really late 80s. At that time, they'd have headhunters from modeling agencies come in because there was no Instagram or whatever. Back in the day, it was harder, so they'd go around to schools and they'd talk to the kids and stuff. We had this woman come in and she picks me randomly to do a full face of makeup on. I remember watching her and picking the colors. As a kid of the 80s, I remember them doing these crazy bright colors and everything, but pink, I freaked out just about. Oh my god, what are you doing? Why are you putting that color on me? No! It was so funny. Thinking back on it is just hilarious. Now I'm like, pink? Hell yeah, I put that stuff on there. So I'm taking just a little more of that out of the oven color, and I'm making her corner. And now I'm going to grab some more Nom Nom Nom, which is that crazy bright white. And I'm just doing my tear duct. So this is a super pretty palette. As you can see, I use dang near every shade in here. It's not hard to do. There's not many in there. It looks really pretty. It's really easy to work with. There was no fallout. It just looks gorgeous. If you can find it, it's a definitely worth picking up if you like neutral looks. I have this Grinch set of eyeliners, so I'm just going to use the eyeliner from this. It goes on nice and thin. It's a very black, so I'm going to use my Pacifica blush. This blush here is just super pretty. Now let's play with this a little bit. I'm going to use this light bronzer here. Bronze a little bit with it. I'm going to use this one here, which is Crown It Up Rose Gold. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I love Smashbox highlighters. The whole range of subtle adult highlighter to holy crap, I want to be seen from space highlighter. I'm going to use a little bit of Pearls Gone Wild, which is that white right there over the top. So pretty. This is pretty. It feels nice. The powders in there are lovely. I'm just going to put on my Grand Mascara. And then after that dries down, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Tarte Lash Paint. I have my Kat Von D, I think it's Lovesick. I've been sitting here debating whether or not to talk to you guys about what was going on and why I've been gone quite a lot. So my husband had rapid onset diabetes about a year and a half ago. It literally came out of nowhere. There was no warning, no nothing. None of the things that everybody says you should have happened. It was, he went in for his CDL permit for truck driving, and he got that no problem in like April. And then in December, he started getting really sick, was having some issues with things, got in trouble at work because he forgot to tell his supervisor about something. We go to the doctor and they're like, your diabetes is completely out of control. And we're like, wait, what? This guy's like, oh yeah, he's been diabetic for years. And I'm like, no. We scheduled an appointment with our regular physician, who says, no, that's impossible. I tested you for your CDL and you were fine just a couple months before this happened. Odds are this was a genetic factor and it just clicked on because of your age and and all this stuff. And diabetes does run in his family. So that happened, and after that he got really sick. He got cellulitis in his head and it was bad. And very, very, very ill. And he had been sick a couple of days. I had noticed he was getting worse and worse, and he was running a fever. I called them and made an appointment, and they were like, we have a cancellation, come right in. I would turn on the light to get him up, and I was like, oh my God. Because his whole head, like it looked like he had a red hat on. It was bad. So he was very sick. I get him to the doctor, and the doctor takes one look at him, takes his temperature. The nurse takes his temperature, she leaves, he comes in. He doesn't believe the temperature. It's running a temperature of 105.8. He's like, you need to go to the hospital. And my husband's still really coherent. He's like, nope, I'm fine. I want to go home. And I'm like, no. I took him to the hospital, and thank God I did, because no sooner had we got him inside than he almost collapsed and was very disoriented and everything. So he was in the hospital for a couple weeks while they fought to get this under control. It turned out that when the insurance had changed, he was allergic to the insulin, and that had not been working, and he developed cellulitis in his head. It was a battle. He goes back to work, 2 weeks later, and so he's off work. He had sick leave and everything, so he's off work for a couple weeks. Nothing crazy, like he wasn't out for even a month. It was like 3 weeks, I think. He goes back to work and he's doing his job and everything, he's fine. But one night he was left on duty with just one other person, and it was a really busy night on a weekend. There was nobody else there. The person they had him on with literally just came out of training, and where he worked where he did work was a jail, and it was severely overcrowded. And he calls his supervisor and says, I need help. Well, the sheriff listened to this phone call and said that he had to go in and get a medical release. So he did. And the doctor that we were sent to for his appointment that he had to go to, a fitness for duty test, said, The only thing I see is that you're diabetic and you need reasonable breaks around mealtime. So, okay, no problem, right? Apparently not. Because 6 months after that, they're still messing around with his damn insulin and had to change it again because after he'd gotten so sick, it hadn't been working right. Whatever they did, he had a period where because they were changing it upward by large amounts at a time, and one day it worked for a couple of minutes, his blood sugar dropped really badly, and a coworker who knew him noticed it. And she, instead of telling him, because she didn't want to make him upset or something, and she didn't know what was going on, told his supervisor. This supervisor, instead of coming to Ken, instead of anybody at any time coming to him and saying, hey, something's going on with you, went to the sheriff, told the sheriff, and the sheriff says not to tell Ken what's going on, and they're going to investigate this. So they did an investigation and they fired him for being diabetic. The county commissioners upheld it, saying that because they couldn't be sure that he wouldn't get sick again in the future, and they couldn't see any accommodation that would help, even though the doctor had told them that all he needed was reasonable breaks around mealtime. And this happened at 7:45 in the morning, about 15 minutes after he normally eats. That's been going on, and it's been very stressful. He worked there for 22 years, had been a sergeant there for 12 of those years, and for this to happen feels like a real slap in the face. And the union, the people he had worked with down there and helped many of them and done a lot of things for them, totally just said, nope, we're not going to support him. He's done. He can just sue the county for this. It will be better for him to do that. Really? It's better for our family to not have a job that he's had for 22 years and done very well, and but no, we're just gonna fire him and we're all gonna be okay with it, because if you get sick now working for the county here, they could fire you really easily because now they have standing to do it. Even us suing them won't stop that from now being understandable reason to fire someone. So if he had had a heart attack and instead of helping him, they had done an investigation, apparently that would have been okay too. I am really angry and upset, and I've been not doing videos because I'm upset. It upsets me so badly. So that's why I haven't been uploading very much. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my future content that I'm going to be putting out and can understand why I haven't been uploading. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye!